Living every day in your head for free. You can tap away, but I will not hear you scream. You can break the keys, spread your toxicity, your world outside reality. In your room, a little hideaway, but you let it through. Enough to go insane, living in the dark hasn't treated you well. You're building your own prison cell. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Did I brush you off? Is it your lack of friends? We never met, even if you pretend. Am I in your debt? I don't owe you nothing. Don't say something you'll regret. Hey, wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Hate, rage, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it on me. Wait, don't waste it on me. Spite, lies telling you, don't waste it. I'm telling you, don't waste it. Lies telling you, don't waste it on me.
Yo, everybody, welcome. I'm rocking an old mix-up top tonight. Welcome back. Welcome lurkers. Welcome viewers on both channels. Welcome everybody. What the hell's going on here? Have I not switched on? I haven't switched even on? I've only had one light on. What the fuck was that all about? Amateur idea, that was. Amateur. Right, ready to rock and roll. We're going to be going live for a couple of hours this evening. Been a busy day. We'll be back again tomorrow, of course, anyway, with... I'm debating knocking Cyberpunk on the head for the moment and just concentrating on a couple of games. I'm thinking of just trying to get Final Fantasy done. Continuing with Avatar. And a few others. At the moment we've got Final Fantasy 16, Cyberpunk, Avatar and Elder Scrolls Online. And we're not going to get through, we're not really ideally going to make much progress on any of these games if I'm concentrating on too many games at any one time. So I'm thinking of just doing Monday, Tuesday we do Final Fantasy, Friday we do Avatar, Saturday we do Elder Scrolls. It's a debate. it's a debate. I'll ask the question again when we get more people in the chat. But that's the debate so far. We shall see. We shall see. But anyway, we are back to Final Fantasy again today. It's been a busy one. Hopefully not too many days left at work, and then I can chill out and get some other refinements done on the channel, etc. I need to figure out another good way to do all of this stuff. Stu, how's it going? I was just mentioning there, Stu, talking to myself as always, as you do on these mean Twitch and YouTube streets when there's 0 people in the chat. I'm debating on putting Cyberpunk slightly on the back burner for the moment and concentrating on 3 games just for the second. Might even just do Cyberpunk off stream. I enjoy Cyberpunk, but ultimately, unlike a few games that I'm playing now, I don't have the overriding need to play it. And there's a couple of games where I just want to play them. Specifically, I really want to play more of Final Fantasy, but I've only right now got it lodged in for 1 day a week. And I really want to play more of Avatar, but I've only got that lodged in for 1 day a week. I might remove Cyberpunk from the weekly listing, do Final Fantasy 16 on a Monday and Tuesday, Avatar on a Friday, and Elder Scrolls on a Saturday. That's my thinking at the moment. And I think people already know what I'm talking about when I'm saying some games that you turn something on and you just want to play more of it. You just want to play it. And I love Cyberpunk. I've already beat it. Like I say, we've got the Phantom Liberty expansion, which is awesome. But I don't have the need or want to play it as much as I do Final Fantasy or Avatar at the moment. And there could be more games that crop up that I want to play. I still haven't played Alan Wake 2. There's potential of Baldur's Gate if it comes down in price that I'll give it a try and see what that's about. But ultimately, it's about having fun doing these things. I don't want to feel the streams of kind of forced. And I think, personally, no Robocop stream. I mean, Robocop's doing well, but it's not a game that I want to play. I've never been a massive Robocop fan. But yeah, I think ultimately I want to just concentrate on streams that I'm excited about and not necessarily always what the community's excited about. If I did what the community wanted, or at least what Twitch said I should do, I'd be playing some weird ass game with really low people or mad amounts of people on it. And not a game that I enjoy. I'd be like diving into Starfield forever, or I'd be playing Skyrim till the end of time, or something along those lines. But ultimately I want to enjoy the games that I want to enjoy. So I'd rather have a very fucking slow grind, building up the occasional follower here and there, playing games that I enjoy, than always playing games that everyone else wants to play. And ultimately what I should do every now and again is do like, not a community game night per se, but game like a multiplayer night, and I think that could be on a weekend. So instead of doing like Elder Scrolls Online every Saturday, change it up and like have a Halo night or something, a Halo stream night where we just get tons of people playing Halo Firefight, or Party Animals, or fucking Phasmophobia or whatever it is, or something just mad where it's like loads of people in a party having fun, because ultimately I think those are very enjoyable streams to watch when you've got a party of people just having fun. And the community can kind of interact with the madness that's going on stream. Like some of our higher viewer points on the charity stream was when we were playing Forza, for instance, and people were just like really fucking having a laugh and being silly in the chat, and we're ramming each other off the track and things like that, and people were loving the stupidness and the silliness that was that, even though it's just a sim racer. It was because we made fun of that. We made fun of like doing a race but then smashing each other off the track or making it hard. Evening Pyro, how's it going, son? How's it going? I was just talking about potentially changing up the games that I'm streaming. I want to play Final Fantasy 16. I'm really enjoying that. I want to play Avatar. I'm really enjoying that. I think I'm going to drop Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty from the stream rotation. Not because I'm not enjoying it, but because it's not a game that I really am dying to play right now. And I'm dying to play more of 16. I'm dying to play more of Avatar. But I also want to get community games in there. Like play Halo Firefight on a weekend with the community. Or something like that. Just to kind of get people more involved, get some party chats on the go, and have a laugh on the weekend, instead of just playing a single player game or just a multiplayer game that only a couple of people play. I still want to play Elder Scrolls Online, but I really want to get a few more community games in there as well. So we'll see how it tweaks. But I think I'm going to drop Cyberpunk for now and just do Final Fantasy Mondays and Tuesdays, and Avatars on Fridays, and then community games on a Saturday. I'll change that to community games instead of Elder Scrolls Online. I'm still going to play Elder Scrolls Online. I'm still enjoying it. I'm still going to play it on the weekends with Fanto, etc. But I think ultimately, I think that would be a good choice. Have a little bit more fun on a Saturday stream. And of course, with it being a weekend, a Saturday stream, it means I can catch kind of all levels of people. It can be people that are in Europe, people in America. We can go for as long as we want. So yeah, that should be good. But anyway, let's dive into Final Fantasy. I've changed the camera layout a little bit for Final Fantasy as well, because I had a look at the way everything was positioned on screen, so you should be able to see everything now. Hey, I'm at top right. So where everything's positioned, you should be able to see kind of all the health bar and the actions and everything like that. So should be positioned a little bit better now as well. And I think, actually, let's have a look at some of these marks first.
Drawing on the deck in this time.
Before we move on.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
Yeah, people in Scotland count as well. I know it's like a different planet, but you do count. We don't need children in need to intervene for that. Right, what else do I need there? Okay, there's a few things just by there and then that's it. Nice. But yeah, Pyro, I'm doing well this fine evening, sir. How about you?
Not all of the nobles made it out alive.
And how may I assist you today?
I'm going to quickly check
How
out
may
your
I
thing
help
so I can
you
get rid of
today?
this dot, is what I'm going to do.
Study it well, Clive. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Oh, he's an A class. I'm not going to go for him yet. I need to get me rank up a little bit more before I tackle him. Right, all side quests are up to date. We can now continue
Good time.
with the adventure.
It's not bad.
How's everyone been today anyway? What you've been up to?
She's been better.
What you've been playing?
Ty is making sure she
Are you
gets
all
the
sorted
rest
for
she
Christmas? Have you not even begun?
needs. Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and our other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet. But it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Oh, I've got a Yorkshire girl. We've added another northerner to the mix.
When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvas in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid.
I think she's from
Can't just
Derbyshire.
expect me to.
Please oblige her.
Banger.
While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a
I think
little
that's a
time to spare.
Derbyshire bird there.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears.
Quite
As
hard to
ever, your
pinpoint.
exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments.
Either a
of my
Yorkie
thoughts.
pud or a Derbyshire girl. I can't quite decide which one.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
I've never been up this section before. Or have I?
Shouldn't
Well,
you be
have.
getting some rest?
What do you want, Yorkshire puddy?
You took your time.
End of the day, Dutch, if you're not feeling something, it's pointless putting in
I'll
the
get to the
effort if
point
all
then.
it does is become
I
a
wanna
detriment
turn
to
the
your
room
mental
down
health,
there into a
but
workshop
fully
like the
understand
one
and
I
others will
looked
too.
after.
Yeah, absolutely, that's what I want to do. I want to kind of concentrate on
And I've been
on
thinking about
games
it
that
for a
I'm like
while.
actually wanting to play instead of like
Dad said I had
games
a
that I
knack
feel
for
like I'm just
engineering.
streaming for the
Told
sake
me
of
everything
streaming.
he knew about it, then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't.
Right, I'd much
That was
rather
his dream
dive
for
in
me.
on a Saturday night
But
and
one
just
day
play
I
games
put my
with the
studies
community
to
and have
use for the
fun, you
good of
know.
the cause.
I think that's a
I'm
lot
not
more
with no
fun
one
for
to
people
school.
watching as well when they hear
I've
like a
studied
group of
enough.
people just having a
It's
laugh
time I
and
put my neck to work.
taking the piss out of each
And I
other
know
and
that I can help the people here.
either shooting each
And
other
I
or
wanna
ramming
do
each
it.
other off a road or whatever it is, whatever games we're playing. I think it'd be
Guess
fun.
I could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Is this mine quest just mine quest? Main quest. Fuck no, I thought, why did I end up having like Minecraft slotted into that conversation there? This is main quest, just a section of side quests here. Am I building something? What am I doing?
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet.
Was wondering where you got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and asked me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent.
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you.
Is it business or pleasure? It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
Blackthorn, you busy?
What's it look like?
I have a commission for you. From
Back to Lord of the Kingdom, Fellowship of the
requires
Heart,
certain
exactly.
tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? Yeah. I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
So Dave, you've been playing Warzone and Remnant 2, eh?
Do with a good oil in this. Should be enough. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, will all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest.
I'm canny full from eating, like, I can't,
That's right.
can't
But
lie,
he's a
like,
friend of the cause.
I'm fucking
I'll ask
absolutely
Martha
rammed.
if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Trying to concentrate on this and I'm just so
Least
full.
I could do.
Whew. Yo, Nino Vostek, how's it going? How's it going, sir? What you been up to? What you been playing?
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Pissed off right now, to be honest. 3 times I've been blocked progress in Vampire Survivors Adventures. Gonna have to wait till I'm off my room
if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
As every time
Mind
at
if he don't?
28:30 on
We're
my room,
friends here,
Cloud shits the bed and disconnects. Fuck.
Do you know where I might find him?
It's not good.
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's
It's
still
mad how
there.
it's always at that time the Cloud decides to break.
Stay sharp.
What are you after?
Demons, Tamers, Arm Gods. I'll pick them up.
Much obliged.
I'm not gonna equip them though.
That all, is it?
Yep, that's it. Playing Jedi Survivor. I have Cyberpunk up next. Appreciate the recommendation. Oh, absolutely any time. Cyberpunk's an absolutely brilliant game. I was just talking about that actually. I'm gonna drop Cyberpunk from the streaming list just for now because I want to get through. I want to get through Final Fantasy and I want to get through. Avatar, which I'm enjoying a little bit more at the minute. I think it's only because I've played Cyberpunk before and I know what it's about and I know what I'm doing, whereas these are kind of newer experiences.
And the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you.
I recently finished Jedi Survivor as well. I'd be intrigued to hear what you think of the ending when you get there.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And
I just noticed you joined the stream 7 minutes behind when you were live. Away for a respond to this, then skip forward to the time.
Tell me where you want.
To be in time with the combo.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
This shouldn't take long.
over.
Whoa, where'd you come from? I play Yakuza zero or like a dragon, zero issues, even in intense fight. Cloud's perfectly fine. Vampire Survivors, though, I feel the new mode has a bug that's overloading clouds that don't make sense. Yeah, that's a bit weird. It's a bit strange.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century.
That's not a dragon, it's a wyvern. Exactly.
Isn't the Cressida I
Exactly. You know the score, Pyro.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. As soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Good lad.
That should take care of Mid's little list.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Back, are ya? What do you want?
Ooh, a nice new weapon.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, all right?
Gelatinous mass or scarlet tit. I feel like I have to do that A-class one to get that bit.
Anything else?
Oh, I forgot we've got this guy up now as well, haven't we? Yeah, we'll concentrate on the others first and then we'll start on that one.
It's all right. Sid has nothing to fear from Kuka.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
It's like a communal area there.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Same issue when I had with Game of Thrones for a while and the inconsistent CG turned dragons into wyverns in certain scenes. It took me out of my enjoyment. At least House of Dragon was consistent. Yeah, that's fair.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Oh, Clive.
Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
So, side quests have popped up. You know the score. You know what we've got to do. We can wait, Jill. Side quests take precedent. We need to wipe them off the map before we crack on.
Do you have a moment, Sid?
I'll go over.
The plan.
You have them. Just tell me what you.
No.
Well, he didn't do all the stunts in The Boys. This is the first time he's done these flying stunts and he hated it. Your game just swore at me. I'm sorry, I can't apologise for the game.
Slavers don't even bother with Northreach now, all the hype and fuss.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Ambrosia custard.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking...
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should
Getting to work.
Well, I'm here now.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them...
21 month of Berserker on YouTube, eh?
You made the right decision.
I need to fucking change where the bloody alert box is now. I do.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough.
Let's just put that alert back up and make sure it's a decent size. It's up there.
Poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
There we go, and that's better.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
21 months already. Let's go, mate. You fucking legend. Keep up the amazing work. Cheers, Stu. Oh, look at troll.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Smashed. Smithereens. Destroyed.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
I
should we?
Speaking of memberships, I had to cancel a few memberships last month at Christmas around the corner. Sorry, but yours was one. Flip the coin between you and drop out. Unfortunately, you lost the vote. Pyro, that's alright, bro. That is okay. Whenever people can afford to do whatever, that's much appreciated. If they can't afford to, that's absolutely fine. The fact that you're subscribed and watching is good enough to me. Memberships are a bonus, not a given. But I appreciate the support in any way, shape or form it comes.
To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
The fact that you're here watching helps more than memberships do. So don't worry about that.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Memberships are just fancy emojis and whatnot. Right, let's don't need to go back to the hideaway yet. That's that one done anyway. Oh. Let's do this. I can cancel more than at the same time. I had to do the same the other month, Pyro. I had far too many memberships going out, and I just couldn't effectively support all of them at the same time.
If it was easy enough to find.
As well as run a channel.
Herbs. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the
Yes, you did, Pyro. Yes, you did. And that right there, donating to the charity, means more to me than a membership. I don't need the support nowhere near as much as those kids do, so...
Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. I stole this from if I just...
Whatever, take your gift and be gone. Thank you.
I hope you didn't have too much.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say
you'll do.
Thank
What's everyone whispering about? Haven't you heard? Mid's back.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries.
You're a nice foot though, Pyro.
Seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
If there's such thing.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened. Just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own. His latent birthright as a frostwolf. It had
Cheers, Asa. Much appreciated, bro. Are you going to be playing it as well, are you?
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
Is it on your list of things to play?
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health.
I hope you enjoy it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. A man of your taste.
With his nose buried in my nuts.
I wouldn't say refined taste, but I know you appreciate, outside of graphically, you appreciate things that have got a bit more complexity to them.
I shan't be a moment.
I would say at the best, this is a little bit more button mashy. But it's got a good story. You'll love it for the music. The story's actually quite decent. However, the characters, Asa, are very much northern. And I mean northern UK, for the most part. Which will take you by surprise.
Isn't it brilliant?
Like this wife here.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
Yeah, isn't it jarring? There's also a few Geordies in there, like Gav and Goats, which you would think is German, but no, Goats is actually from the northeast. Graphically, though, it's a nice looking game. Music, as you can appreciate with every Final Fantasy, they've always got amazing music. Cheers, Asa. Have a good one. I always lurk in your VR streams, to be fair. I always enjoy you playing VR. Probably the only person I'll ever watch play VR because you've got an awesome rig.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
Oh, I agree. Kingdom Hearts has had awesome music as well. I can't wait for the new one.
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Stu, parents are always awkward to buy for. Just get them some slippers and some wine or something, you'll be done. Sorted. They're old folk after all, aren't they? Old folk like slippers. Or a new dressing gown there again.
For peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmex empty their treasuries for us. Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing...
Yeah, some of them do, but again, some of the males do as well. The lead characters, like Jill, for instance, fine.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built.
The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
I feel like this kid has also got an Aeon inside of him. I feel like he's going to turn into some beast.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little ones have been up to their own. It's just one thing after another around here.
My dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Coco withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Another tactical lesson here.
Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast.
Kupka the Handless.
So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Ein Herja, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Candleward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Here for another of my lectures. What is it that you wish to learn? Of course. Here you are. Thus ends today's lesson.
Lid's finished outfitting her little...
Otto.
You're not going in...
Don't worry, I won't risk it.
The lands are on the fat. You have any trouble?
Who is she?
An older...
Stop, Gap. All right, Uncle.
We shall.
Right, let's get this. Yeah, I would say Xeon as well, to be fair. It's a good show.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn? Friends of friends, I'd wager.
So, Lord Cook has
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Yeah, have to agree, Stu.
Look, there.
Have to agree, Avatar and Avatar Way of the Water are glorious, especially on NOLED.
And such a
Pyro,
long ride from Stone.
absolutely agree. When she appeared in Kingdom Hearts 3 towards the end, I literally jumped out of my seat shouting, yes!
Shall we join?
Indeed.
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
The end on Kingdom Hearts 3 was awesome, like. And the build up to it as well. I really like the build up to it. I love that game. I really do. I think they did a really good job with Kingdom Hearts 3. It's very underrated, I think.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
You want the chocobo? Don't we all?
Grace, it is plain
Now they're in
you
the
are
same
not
building.
yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Little does he know his brother's literally upstairs.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand. I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in Camber that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Exactly, Pyro. Exactly. I loved it.
We don't have a moment to lose.
Can't wait for 4. I'm interested to see where they take it.
Take him!
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Farewell.
Piece of piss. Yeah, Stu. Told you it was a good film. People just hate on Avatar for the sake of hating on Avatar, to be fair. I think the story is simple, but it doesn't need to be... Not every film needs to have a really in-depth, like, overly over-the-top story to get into. Some of them can be quite simple. It's got a quite simple, nice story. Visually beautiful.
That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Whereas Kingdom Hearts has got a surprisingly in-depth story. A lot of deep lore. A lot of interchangeable characters.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Absolutely, Stu. 100% recommend it.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Pyro, I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's always been about integrating as many Disney IP as possible, but in a good way. And especially, like, even in 3, how they integrated Pirates of the Caribbean. And it looked fantastic, by the way, the Pirates of the Caribbean section in 3. I mean, Toy Story Land World also looked insane. But Pirates of the Caribbean looked fantastic, and I like the way they changed the characters up and how he's designed depending on what world he's in. The Star Wars world and like Avatar world or Marvel/Avengers world could absolutely work. We'll have to see what characters they go through or what worlds they decide on.
They've closed the road, and it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
I would even say, Pyro, an Avatar section of it would be absolutely insane. Exactly, Pyro. Exactly.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Good day, my lord. Here you are. Fare you well.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. Bearer, aren't you?
Anything?
I don't actually care what these guys have got to say. I just want to get this part done.
What do you want? Let's not forget.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Can I help?
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this photo knows.
Sweet incense. Wax candles.
Excuse me, I am. Do you...
Go.
Just look. Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Yes, the own Fern Gully. I know who Stitch is, don't worry. I mean, most people won't know that Stitch is Experiment 66. Because most people aren't old enough to know actually what Stitch is. It's a shame that they've let that IP kind of die a bit.
Fire and flame.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in. Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch is a classic.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Needed to a silken soft. Like eating a cloud.
The most fragrant herbs and
My carpets.
Is this the place?
Lubo's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is.
That's always good. Stew every now and again to have a Disney weekend.
I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
Disney weekend is a relaxed one.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
Depends what for. Just what?
This is like the most nonsensical jargon I ever need to read. I suppose it benefits those that want to play the game because they can read it at their own pace, because I don't have time for like idle chitter chatter.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
What was all that crashing and banging about?
It's you. What do you...
I'm looking... Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
DuckTales. Jesus, what?
Why is the tavern shut?
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
Why is the tavern
What was
shut?
all that crashing and banging about?
Fly, Ambrosia.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them! Kill them both!
over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Grimglen, how's it going? Review of Final Fantasy 16 so far. Love it. Some sections are a wee bit slow, but overall, love it.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
Oh yes, Clive has the get over here technique as well.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard. Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Umia Lostelan. Tuisakelis.
So now Clive's from fucking Hogwarts, is he? He's got a carrier owl.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
What is it now? Don't be a stranger.
I've never even forged a button. Oh, so people. No.
I could give you a hat.
I know.
It's good. Let's take that.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpets? Yes, they're quite soft. Welcome. You give.
Lights and pots! Everything I've worked for.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. On second third, I
All right.
What? Hanging lanterns! Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
What is it? Has to be up in.
Thank you. So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Do you have water?
Ah.
What is it, Luke? Hello, Plat.
Well.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Oh, for fuck. We're doing the side quest before we do anything.
We can press on.
What the hell are those?
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Waken with!
Help me, boy. Well done. Fine hand. Out of the frying pan.
Yeah, I think probably they will at some point. Grim. Definitely think they'll put it on Xbox at some
Cool
point.
things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
It's not one of the mainline ones, so I would very much imagine they'd put it on Xbox at some point. Because it would be in their best interests to do that.
I saw with my own two eyes what you did to those devils down there, and I still hardly believe it.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
Do I not already follow you, Pyro? There you go, resolved.
That'll do, girl.
We should get going soon.
Wheat incense, rock wax candles.
Silver platters.
The man who said I'm the.
You tell her five.
Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Oh, I do now, I've just resolved it. I think the new CEO of Square will put it on to Xbox. It'll just take a little bit of time.
Made from the stoutest stone.
That's why you see like all of the new Square games going on to Xbox like immediately.
The finest fabrics!
Is it true what I'm hearing?
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking?
Only that a blade.
Oh, no.
So I'm doing these side quests now because it means I don't have to come back and clean them up later.
Come on. Yeah.
Easy does it.
Back to the stables, girl. Good girl.
Oh yeah, just having it on Xbox in general, whether or not it's on Game Pass, is another thing. Like, I've got every other Final Fantasy that's hit Xbox on my Xbox. So I'd love to have Remake, Rebirth, Final Fantasy 16 as well included on that. We're getting 14 eventually, so...
Any luck?
But I asked if you're looking at
Are there any material?
Folk first, sec.
I don't. Looks like I've got some. You're right. So, do you crush it up or just throw it in the furnace?
Oh, for the love of yeah, this guy's got some fucking nerve. Better get some some good fucking rewards for this one.
can walk from here.
Well, I can walk, but I'd rather fucking not. I'd rather be able to ride my jockable through a town.
My carpet. It would make a fine.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Here, have a taste.
Lights and buds! Hanging lanterns, keep...
Finally, we'll be able to get what's owed us.
We should get going soon.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Seven needs.
It best be what he fucking needs, because I'm skivvy at the minute. Stand-in king of a nation, running around for lime crystal.
Incense, wax candle. Just look at the... Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Needed to a silken softness.
No, I don't think it'll get cleared up till near the time, but obviously Indiana Jones wasn't cleared up till near the time either. So, I mean, it will be exclusive.
But I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You are now.
Is that it?
A knife forged from the very rock.
It's a fine-looking blade.
That sounds like my cue.
I'm sorry, Forge Master.
Let's take a look then. First things first, Sava, do you think this is a car? What do I? It's sharp-ish, and it's heavy. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short.
And I was so certain I had it all.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but next question. How much do you think I would charge?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would.
And who would be able... The butcher? The hunter? The Dalamiller's home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is, I'd say you're worth keeping around a little. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. What would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's writ. The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with meaning. I had...
You've passed your test.
And when I do...
Thank God for that. Give us the goods. Is that it? You fucking shady little shit. After all that pissing around.
My carpets have
The most fragrant herbs and
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Evening, Marion.
Silver platters, hanging lanterns, keep...
We should get going soon.
Come on. Lupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Pixel, enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled.
It's a very strange league season this year.
And danced attendance upon the Vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms.
I'm surprised Goldred hasn't blocked you yet, Pixel. He seems like the soft guy to that would.
Was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers.
I was saying to the guys at work as well that Chelsea wouldn't finish in the top 10. And they all laughed.
Later did I realize
now look at them.
That spark of freedom
12th and struggling.
By chance, but was kindled
Chelsea
by
won't
my
finish in the
father.
top half.
You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know. Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents.
Oh, Pyro, at times footy fans can't be mildly mature. There's some right weird ones on there as well. Especially the ones that don't actually live in the country and support another team that's in the country.
Till then.
They are very tribalistic, considering they've never actually been to the stadium or seen the team play live.
You, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I.
And if that team happens to perform poorly, they'll just dive over to another team.
When next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Ah, how are you coping with your bionic hands?
What they stored? What is that that done to me? Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Roskilde! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
Exactly, Pyro. You and what army? Doesn't even have hands.
A heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rosfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon.
Yeah, but every other one that summoned the icon after that also got murdered.
Harmon.
Because Ifrit comes out and wipes them out.
She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did?
Pixel, my allegiance is firmly with both Ajax and Newcastle. And if push comes to shove and they go against each other, then it will be Ajax.
My love, I'll avenge you.
Amsterdam are at heart.
Run along now.
Geordie by family.
You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Yeah, I'll play it Marion, but it's only a roguelite mode. It's not like an actual story enhancement. No, you won't get. It would be really strange for them to put out story DLC for Ragnarok. It wouldn't make any sense.
Are the beast then part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? Yeah. They've spotted us. So much for the men of the Rock. Dhalmekia's finest.
Foolish people. As if they thought they could stand up to the might of Dutch.
Won't be going any further this way. Stairs.
Yeah, I know the feeling, Clive. Oh, stairs. Ooh, big lad.
I'll be sneaking past this one. How did they get in here?
Easy peasy squeezy lemons. Right, is there any boxes back here that I can use? Any goodies? Nope, just dead people. Okay. But Cliver's wings station bother him? Yeah, you know, he never uses them though, not for the same reasons.
Flames. Come on, Torgal. Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Let the trial begin.
What the hell?
With me, Torgal.
It's over.
I agree. I agree. To be able to run up walls would be an awesome move.
games were expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Did the orcs do this too?
$100 get a bloody hell. Shady with the amount of stuff you can get in this game, mind. This is the proper RPG player in this. Always searching for loot.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
This seems like I'm gonna get another mini boss battle here. Fucking hell. I've got bad fucking blood circulation, putting my legs up like that. Not as young as I used to be. Everybody watching on Twitch and YouTube, if you don't already. Like, share and subscribe. We're on Twitch. Follow, please. Every little helps. And it's free! Dutch the Unstoppable. Indeed, indeed.
You've been busy, Kuka. But where did you go?
He just went to generate his icon. That's what he's went to do. He went to get Titan back. That's where he's gone.
The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal.
Ah, stairs, my old enemy. Wish we're going down them this time, not up them.
Just what I needed.
find how.
That better be the last of them.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Get away from her! Benedicta! I'll kill you, Westman!
Oh shit, he's priming.
It's time. If it were tightened.
Come on. Find him.
you can do it. And so could I! Let's give this a try. Not bad.
Here he comes. What in the fuck?
Thunder help me. It's do or die. I'm coming, Kuka.
What the fuck is just going on here, like? Off with his arm.
I've got you now.
Fuck. I might actually die on this run, you know. I should have kept the heals earlier. Oh, got him again. I might still lose this, you know. Fucking hell. I'm hanging on for dear life, yeah. No! Oh yes, I've got fucking life back. Oh. Right, with life, i.e. Firelight, I will win. Off with his arms! balls. Uh-oh. Whew! Fuck me! If I fit any frit, will it fit? It fit. Fucking hell.
What do you want? Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka.
On the right there is Odin.
Gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
We'll watch this wee cutscene and then we'll wrap up the stream. I'm fucking sweating here, as you can tell.
Some medicine, my lord.
Went way longer than I anticipated, almost 4 hours again.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmats at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmecs suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable.
His Akon is Odin, Pyro.
But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of
And
the
that's
Empire.
Bahamut's well, he's got Bahamut as an icon, this blonde-haired chap. Oh!
Forgive me, Terence. That you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Yeah, I know. The real Nordic reference is One Eye.
Battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah!
Has he made a child emperor?
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you. At ease. We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Right, we'll go and give the news to this chap, and then we'll save and wrap up.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost
Yeah, Pyro, I've put mine on Twitter if you want to have a look at them. Not great either, to be fair. But most played game is Hogwarts, which seems about right.
Doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, Go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of
Hey, RSJ.
a scheme. A scheme tied to the
I don't know whether or not you've been lurking, but you're joining at the end of the stream.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Right, we are definitely going to leave it there now because it just keeps giving us like additional quests to do.
Well, no surprises there.
So we're going to wait.
It was the same after.
I'm going to pick this up next time. Have we got any points to spend? 1,000. No, ideally I want to upgrade that because that's the one I'm using. But yes, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. We'll be back again tomorrow for more Final Fantasy 16. Probably start a little bit earlier tomorrow because I had bits to do today. So we'll get quite a chunk done. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway. And like I say, I'll be back again tomorrow for some more Final Fantasy 16. I hope you have an awesome evening, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Well, it's currently 3 concurrent viewers, Pixel, so you're one of the final lot. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. Like I say, we'll be back tomorrow for some more Final Fantasy 16. Wednesday will be the podcast. We'll be wrapping up everything from the Game Awards, breaking down the trailers that we enjoyed the most, and discussing kind of everything that followed that. But other than that, I hope you have an awesome evening, everybody, and see you all again soon. Good night.
Ice and flames call my name. I freeze, I burn, I blame. I love, I hate the same. On my face, I cannot hide from the mistake my parents made. I'm never moving on. Not made from love, a remnant of a selfish motive. Was I needed? Do I need it to go wrong? Polarized, inherent pain pumping through my veins. Ice and flames call my name. I freeze, I burn, I blame. I love, I hate the same. If I embrace the side of me, I only fuel the fire. But is it wrong for me to fight against the balance of my power? History in halves, one brain. I will break the chain. Oh no, tokori wa yobu. Moeru rame koru to boku no ai to kirai ni iru. Oh no, tokori wa yobu. Moeru rame koru to boku no ai to kirai ni iru. I love